Today we're going to have a look at the Oxford Nomad range, a new lightweight luggage system that can personalize to all your needs with a bunch of their accessories. Let's get into it. So to start out with the Nomad system, there is 4 different harness types that you can get to mount on your bike. There is an adventure harness which goes on the back of the bike. Now this has 2 sizes. There is an XL, which is what we will be using for the Tiger. Then there's also a normal size, which I've got here on my KTM EXC-F 450. There is an accessories pouch or accessories harness that also goes on the back, but this can also go over luggage, such as the Aqua system, because it's got long straps that can go around the back. And then there is also a tank harness, which obviously goes over the tank. Now what we're going to do is we're going to dive in to doing one of the harnesses. We're going to start with the back one, which is the adventure harness. This is a 600D polyester, so it's nice, strong, lightweight material. It's got this nice rubber on the inside to grip and protect your paintwork. And then also next to all the D-rings that will be on your paintwork, there is also this nice rubber material to stop any damage against that. Now that comes with 4 straps in the box for the adventure harness. Some of the others come with different types of straps. These straps are D-ring straps, kind of like a helmet, and they will go around your frame to mount in different places to get it on the bike. Now this uses a molle system, which is a lattice structure on the underside to keep its stability and rigidness on the accessory panel itself. Now this is primarily used in military or police enforcement use on their tactical vests, and it keeps everything nice and secure, so it's tried and tested. So I've laid it out on the Tiger itself, and I quite like the way it sits. It's kind of got that saddlebag to it. This would be good on something with side panels or fairings, as it would hug it, kind of like the KTM here where it's got my number plate on the side. It is hugging that there. But it feels quite nice to have this here, and also fits the curves of this rear bar quite nicely. The best way to go around this is to find a good place to secure this to. Like you see on this side, I've got it strapped around there, and that's nice and secure. So I'm going to do the same with this side. So now that I've got this unstrapped from the double D-ring, the best way to do it is to wrap around the area you want and then back through the D-ring, exactly like a helmet. You put it through, open up one of the D-rings, and then go back through the bottom half. Now this is quite difficult with this system on there. It's got a nice Velcro thing to secure it later on. But now that's through, you've got a nice secure fit. You can tighten it down. You want to make sure it's nice and even. I'm just going to place this within those curves like I said before, and then you can wrap this up and then secure it on the side there. I'm going to do this after I've got this done, just so I can make sure everything is nice and even and secured down. So when I'm putting this one on, what I'm looking for is a good piece of frame to attach it to. That is the closest one that I can find that fits well. If we move over to the KTM real quick, I want to show you something else. This comes a lot further forward on here, as you can see, and then on the back I've actually used just 1 strap instead of 2 that go either side, because on this I want it to wrap around the bottom. And if you have a look down here, you can actually see the strap going across there, and it's tidied up with that Velcro system there. And hopefully that doesn't hit my back tire, but I don't think I'll be riding that extreme with this system on. So now that I've got this on, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and make sure all the straps are tight, and then I'm going to also clean up all of these. So to clean up these, they've got this Velcro system, like I said earlier, where it peels off. Then what you want to do is just get it nice and straight, and then just roll it until you get to the end, and then you can Velcro it to wherever you want. Now that I'm on the end there, I'm going to wrap that around, and that's nice and secure. I could also do it against there, but I'm just going to leave it for now. So now we've done the adventure harness on the back here, we're going to move on to the tank bag. Now this uses 2 straps that go down into the seat and onto the frame, and then also 1 on the headstock here. Now this comes with 2 straps, but I would recommend if you have got a Tiger or something with quite a long inside, you might need to buy a separate pack of these, which are compatible with the Atlas range. So how this works is it goes through the frame like that, just loops through, if I can get it, there you go, just loops through, and then through this hoop here, pulls through, and then onto that there. So I'm going to do this, set it all up, and then we'll come back to the bottom bit. So now that we've got the seat on and these straps are secured to the frame underneath it, we can come to the front of the harness, and you can see a long loop that goes around the headstock. Now I've put this in off video because it is quite tinkery, but there's a loop that comes through and then just clips on. Tighten all that down, and then you've got a nice tank bag on there. So you can put the 1 litre on here. You can actually fit the 4 litre, but I'd recommend putting that at the back. We'll show you some of the smaller accessories that go on it. Now, if by magic I've taken my KTM seat off, and you can see the final one, which is the accessory harness. Now this just loops through and straps onto the seat itself. Seat goes on, then you've got a small pack on the back here to fit, as the name says, accessories. So now we're going to move on to the actual bags that go on these. So now that we've got everything actually mounted onto the bike itself, I'm going to quickly show you how to put these on. This is a simple one. This is the 2 litre utility pouch. What you want to do is, it's got 2 surface mounted clips on here that go around, and to use the molle system, You take your clip and you wrap it around the first hoop, which is through here, like so. Now I've used these on plate carriers before, so I'm somewhat used to it, but that goes through there, then back through the clip itself, or the bag, comes through. And then it's like I said earlier, it's creating that lattice structure that keeps it on the bike. Comes through again, there, and then clips on. Once that's nice and tightened, you can do it the other side and that stays on really rigid and doesn't come off. So quickly before we finish up, I just want to show you what it's like on the bike itself. Now we've got a few things on here. We've got the 4 litre, 2 litre and 1 litre utility pouch, just to show you what it's like. On the 4 litre as well, you can stack more things on top of it, but obviously you want to even out each side. One of the cool accessories they do as well is this, which is a cool bag to store drinks and snacks in. We think we can fit 4 Monster cans in this. Be great to go out on the trails and have a nice cold beverage in your hand. Now let us know what you think in the comments below of the Oxford Nomad system, and if you want to see any other accessories, we will do future videos on this and all the things you can get on leading up to ABR as well. So let us know what you think in the comments, like the video, subscribe, ride safe, and we'll see you all soon.